What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out the Marvel Legends box. He is the Build-A-Figure from the latest kind of, I guess you could say, X-Men slash Avengers wave. Not really, it's kind of a mixed bag, so, mix of characters, so you can't really say one or the other, but yeah, box is the Build-A-Figure here. And I really had no idea who this character was, to be honest with you. When they first announced Box, I was like, wait a minute. The Build-A-Figure is a box? Like, I literally thought, like, a box. Like, I don't understand. Like, literally a box? Or, like, I thought they were talking about a box of Marvel Legends or something like an actual box, not the character's name was box. It's like, what? So I was confused, but like, it's just like looking him up and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a character, and then but he's not a well-known character. Like, this is a very like kind of, you're really going down the well with this guy. I mean, he is from the 80s and he's from Alpha Flight. I mean, he's been with basically all the flights. He's been with Beta Flight, Gamma Flight, Omega Flight, Alpha Flight, all the flights. So, the Canadian group that, kind of like the X-Men and stuff like that. But just to give you a little bit of a backstory, he's basically an engineer. He lost his legs and he created this robot to be like a kind of, I guess, like a superhero kind of thing. But yeah, I had no idea who this guy was. And the same thing goes with Marina. I don't know how to say her name. I had no idea who these characters were. So yeah, I mean, it was a little confusing there. But let's take a closer look at this guy. And he is a nice beefy figure here. But kind of a little short for a Build-A-Figure. I mean, not exactly, a big figure. I don't know, like, compare him to the size of Marina here. He's just, he's bigger, but not your average Build-A-Figure like, say, Apocalypse or somebody like that. I noticed they are getting cheaper and cheaper with the Build-A-Figures in favor of the deluxe ones, but let's check this guy out here. I mean, he does have, obviously, pinless, double jointed. That's always, standard for Marvel Legends. His head, he's got a like neck articulation in there, so he does go kind of up like that and then down. So pretty decent head articulation. Of course, for a Build-A-Figure, he does have that disc peg in there, and of course he's got that, neck articulation in there, as I mentioned before. So that's cool. Same thing with the legs. Got kind of really small legs, but pinless, double jointed. Ab crunch, not no ab crunch, but he does have like kind of a double jointed ab thingy going on there. So he goes pretty down like that, and then up. Sorry, let me see, up like that. So pretty decent articulation in the abs over there because he's got that double ball peg in there and stuff like that. But yeah, not a bad Build-A-Figure, but I mean, and I do like him. He's really cool looking, but like, he does come with the double fist, by the way, as well. But it's kind of a mixed bag for me because yeah, he's really cool, but I mean, he's just such an obscure character and such a, to me, a character that's not very popular and not very known. I mean, I just wish, somebody like Armor from the X-Men comics would have been a way better candidate for a Build-A-Figure. I really, really wanted an Armor figure, and that's a perfect candidate for a Build-A-Figure. Not, I mean, box, okay, yes, we've never had a box figure, but is that really everybody's first pick for a Build-A-Figure here? Is this really something that is in demand that everybody wanted? Same thing with like Marina. Did everybody really like know who these two characters were and really wanted them? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's, for me, it's kind of a mixed feelings there. It's like, yeah, I'm glad to have him, and he does, look decent and stuff like that. But I just rather have another character other than this guy. This is, to me, it's going really deep in the well and really, digging down there when I feel, in my opinion, we have characters that are more well known than this guy that should be made first, and then you go to these like kind of really, really, really obscure characters from the 80s and stuff like that that nobody really paid attention to. That's just my opinion, you know. But I would much rather prefer an Armor figure as opposed to this guy, but you know, to each his own. And here we have a shot of all the figures in the box wave. And it was an okay wave. Not the best wave, not the worst wave, but a lot of characters that are unique and interesting, I would say. I definitely like the Dark Avengers Hawkeye. My favorite would probably be that Psylocke back there. I really like that Outback Psylocke, you know. But we have a start of a new team in Force Works, or kind of maybe not start of the new team, but additional members in that Force Works U.S. agent. And, you know, we have a remake in the Deadpool, or Lady Deadpool, I should say. We have two new characters in the Marvel Legends, and Robbie Reyes and Marina. And I don't know why, you know, Wolverine is always going to be there, I guess. I mean, we're starting to really, really drag out those Wolverines. We're getting really, like, I don't know how they keep figuring out new Wolverines to put out there, but, you know, again, I just wish, you know, Marina and Box, you know, I just wish there was, to be honest with you, we had characters that were more popular. I wish the Build-A-Figure was like Armor, and then maybe have another character, you know, that's more well known, something like that, you know. But overall, yeah, not a bad wave. But you know, I just wish for another X-Men wave, an all X-Men wave, or an all villains wave that we've never had. You know, like a Mortis or Kang variant, or like I said, Armor, or some of these other Pixie, you know, some of these other X-Men that we've just never had in the line. There's so many X-Men that have yet to be done, and we have not had them. So why are we, what are we waiting for, Marvel Legends team? What are we waiting for? So I really hope to have that in, you know, comic form. Another one is, I was thinking of, is Baron Mordo. You know, we never had a Baron Mordo figure. Come on. You know, just there's so many different figures that we don't need to be remaking stuff or having the 80th Wolverine. You know, just give us something new here. Give us more Legends that have never been done in the line, and figures like that. But again, an average wave, you know, not too bad, not too good. But yeah, that is my thoughts on this new Marvel Legends box wave. That's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.